Hello, all my gorgeous, wonderful followers. Mad Tower Tycoon, kind of a new thing, and it's been floating around the interwebs. I'm just going to go ahead and start on random. I'm not going to use a tutorial because I'm a big nerd. And no, actually, I've played this a few times already, just to kind of get in the groove. The first thing I do in Mad Tower Tycoon is you put down the lobby, 'cause duh. I mean, every building needs a lobby, right? And if you don't have a lobby, your people have no entrance, and that can go over badly. We're going to put down our maintenance, because if you don't have maintenance, well, your building falls apart. And we're going to put the power supplies and things like that down here. I think I want to put in a. I'm not starting with a huge tower, so I can afford to put a bunch of stuff underground. It's usually how I like starting it. Doesn't really matter a whole lot, really. And, okay, so we're going to add some apartments. The thing about apartments is the regular apartments, what they'll do is they'll give you money every day. These small condominiums, what they do is they behave a little differently. They'll give you a lump sum, and then the person owns the condo forever, right? So that's pretty neat. Um, so yeah, we got our basic layout here, and I'm going to put in some stairs because when it's this small, there's really no point spending all kinds of money on an elevator, you know what I mean? We're just gonna smack them in there and watch the fellers go to work. Put another row over here. I still got a bunch of money left too. This game I've never run out of money. I've never been in the negative, so I guess that means I must be doing something right. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more apartments because I have some money left. Bink. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and start it on really fast. Let's zoom in a little bit. See these fellers working. Look at them go! Look at them go! It's always fun to watch them just running around like madmen. And I already sold one of the condos, so I got a bonus. I got a ton of money already. I know. Let's slow it down so you can watch all the people. Here's a guy doing push-ups in his apartment, and he got a lady doing push-ups, and he got someone else doing push-ups. I guess that's a thing. Everybody does push-ups in their apartment. There's a youngin jumping on a bed over there. You got I got some people wandering through. Um, this game prestiges everything, right? So if you can get your prestige up, you can, I guess, get better stuff for your building, and that's attractions, right? You can get a library and a game room and all sorts of stuff you can put in there to make your gigantic building just awesome sauce. I'm going to put in a couple more apartments because I have the room. Do, 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 do. But yeah, this game is kind of addicting, I gotta say. Uh, I started playing it a little while ago, and found out another friend online was playing it too, and I was like, well, I gotta jump on the bandwagon. I gotta play the game too, man. So here you go, playing the game. Llama's Building. I should have named it Llama's Building, but I didn't even think about that. You press the little eyeball here on the bottom here. There's so much stuff to this game. and you can see the eliminators and the stairs and the escalaminators. I don't have any escalaminators or eliminators because just starting out, they're kind of expensive. You don't really need them, but look at that. Let's back up a little bit. You can see they actually give you a really big spot of land to start out with, over to about there, and then you can buy the properties next door once you get some bling. And this game, I guess, is all about getting the bling and getting bigger and expanding and things like that. Um, all kinds of different stuff for lobbies, like the sound barriers. You know what? I should probably put the sound barriers in for the apartments, shouldn't I? Let me go ahead and do that. Because you don't want noisy apartments. Yeah. Put some sound barriers in there. Let's see if there's anything else. Shops. The problem with putting a lot of different things like shops and offices and the apartments together is because the shops, the apartments, and the offices, they all require different stuff, right? So you're going to end up spending tons of money on the different stuff that each one of these things requires. It's just easier to start off with one thing. Like I start off with apartments, or I'll start off with offices. It doesn't really make a difference which one you start with, but um, you know, I've had successful games doing it both ways. Um, so there's that. Let me go ahead and expand a little bit. I'm getting some money coming in, so I might actually tear down the stairs and go for the eliminators soon. I know. Put that in there. And make some more apartments because I can afford them. Now, you have to keep in mind your resources here. They only go a certain amount up. So if I go more than a couple more floors up, well, then I'm going to have to go ahead and put I guess, restaurant higher. And the same goes for this feller over here. If I can click on maintenance. Maintenance, yeah. So I usually just start small and then work my way up. Because if you have a successful small building, then it's a lot easier to go up. If you start going up, then you have to pay for the restaurants and all this other stuff at each level, and it gets expensive. So I do a building um, about 5 stories high, up to about where that balloon is in the sky, and then I'll fill it in all the way across. And by then I'm making mad bling, so then I can afford to just go up and start adding new resources. You know what I mean? So it's there is a trick to it. There is a trick to it, but it's not hard. It's almost like a it's almost like a one of those idle clicker games, basically. You just kind of wait for your money to come in and um, add more stuff. So that's what we're doing now, adding more stuff. Now with the libraries and the attractions, it really doesn't matter where you put them in the building as long as they're in the building. So I put them underground so that I can put the more interesting stuff up here. You know what I mean? Can I afford a library yet? No. When can I afford a library? That's required level 2, and I'm on level 1. So I'm going to press the maximum game speed button and zip through here so I can put in a library. But for now, I think that's a video. You kind of have the basic gist of how to get this game started. I appreciate you fellers for watching, and have a wonderful day. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's a pretty interesting game, and hey, why not go for something new? All right, I'm out. It would appear you have reached the end of this video. Well, I want to thank you fellers for watching. Things that way. And if you could go ahead and, share and like and subscribe and all that YouTuber nonsense that they say on the interwebs, what they do there. That'd be nice. Y'all have a nice day.